welcome back. Sorry we are late due to unforeseen circumstances which occurred. We will continue our journey. Now over to my gran.
Good evening, everyone. Nikki has explained our delay, so we'll just carry on with our journey. Um, Time moves on. The children were all in high school. Well, the two elders had already passed their matric, and the two younger ones were still at school. Um, my eldest daughter, as I had said, she got engaged to our drummer, and it was time for their wedding. So we had to go all the way to Matuba. This is where the wedding was. And it was a Saturday. Now, this was quite a rush performance. We went up on the Friday, and we knew that we had to be back on the Saturday for the dance. Anyway, we did. We journeyed up there, and it was quite an emotional, saying goodbye to my first child that had got married. And we did. We got back in time, and we had to go and play at the Karisak. So that was one episode over. Now we still had the three children at home with with my eldest son who had matriculated and the two younger ones. Anyway, my eldest son took a position with the railways in those days in Durban with the electronic signals. Um, and we got a flat for him in Durban, and he used to come home every weekend and then travel through on a Monday back into town. But the funniest thing was he used to go on his motorbike, and he'd come back with his dirty washing on a Friday. Mom would have to do the washing. She'd buy the groceries, and on a Monday morning he would go back with his backpack with his clothing and his bag of groceries on the seat next to him. And this was a regular procedure. But you know, he did very well in the signals. And when he wrote his exams, we got his results, and we were very, very amazed. He was called back to the Appy school, and he was congratulated on his results. Got very, very good results. So that was good for him. So he then carried on working in Durban, and you know, in those days, it was very, very busy, and there were very, very lots of weekends where he was called, where he had to work overtime, and that was all extra money for him. So you know, it was very good. And I can remember at one stage we had bought a caravan, and we decided that we were going to have our first trip in the van. And at that stage, he was in Pinetown. No, it was rather than Pinetown. It was higher up. And on our way, we stopped. He was relieving, actually. He was doing relief work. And, of course, we pulled in at the caravan, and we were taken to where he was staying at the hotel. He lived... You know, when they went on courses like that, when they worked overtime, they were put up at a hotel, and of course everything was paid for. So Mom and Dad were invited, and we went and had a supper at the very Lani Hotel. But as I say, he did very, very well, and well, he was in Durban for quite some time. Now, when my younger son matriculated, he decided he would do the same job. So he also got a position as an apprentice, also in electronic signals, and he stayed in the flat with his brother. And they used to do, but now I had double washing on a Friday. I had double lot of groceries to go back, and this was quite funny because the one would be in the front driving. They'd have, and each one had their backpack on, and in between there was this huge bag of groceries, which Mother used to buy for him to take back into town. And this is what started when the children started working. So until next time, we'll carry on with the story, and there's a lot more exciting events that are happening. So from Nicole and myself, we'll say have a good evening and bye-bye.